India, good evening. Thank you for joining us on Times Now. What you're about to see will shock you completely. After having experienced the splurge by Arvind Kejriwal on his Sheesh Mahal in the national capital, here's a sensational charge by TDP. The TDP would have us believe that this is the Sheesh Mahal of the South. Look closely. The pictures on your screen, you would think that these are visuals from a palace built for a king. But turns out it's not. These are exclusive visuals that Times Now has accessed. It's the Sheesh Mahal of the South, the ruling dispensation in Andhra Pradesh. The TDP alleges that this is a palatial bungalow constructed in Vizag by the former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Reddy for his personal use, to be used as his camp office allegedly. TDP claims that Rushikonda is a prominent historical place, but the erstwhile YSRCP government constructed this CM residence for Jagan's second term. But that was not to be. Let's quickly bring in Somit, who knows a thing or two about the charges that have been fired from the TDP. Yes, Somit.
Well, Pranesh, that is true actually on Sunday, because, this is the very controversial place. This is located in Rushikonda. This is located on Rushikonda, which is a prominent place in Vishakhapatnam in Vizag city. And from where we can clearly see the beach as well. And even in the shots right now we are airing for the viewers, we can clearly see there that, it has been constructed with a huge amount. That is first in place. And second thing is, TDP has also alleged that the ruling government, the government leaders have said that this palace has been constructed with over 550 crores, and that was done by the YSRCP leaders. And clearly, initially they have lied that there they were constructing some tourist place, and later their ministers, YSRCP ministers as well ministers, have confirmed that they're constructing a palace, a building owned by the government for mainly for Chief Minister, the then Chief Minister Jagan Reddy. And even at that time, Pranesh, because Jagan Reddy has announced, even YV Subba Reddy, top leader of the YSRCP, they have announced that Vishakhapatnam will be the next capital and the financial capital. And also Jagan has announced that he will be moving out from Tadepalli, where he's staying. He used to stay earlier, and he is also staying now. And at that time, because he was Chief Minister, and also they thought that they will be coming back to the government this time as well. And because he has announced that Jagan Reddy will be moving to the Vishakhapatnam, and for a Chief Minister to stay there in Vishakhapatnam, this palace has been built at that time. And several allegations were raised by the BJP leaders, Janasena leaders, TDP leaders, and even at that time TDP leaders were not allowed to visit this place, saying that they don't have the permission, including Chandrababu Naidu or Lokesh or the other leaders. And later controversy kept on, basically it was seen continuously happening since long time. And, recently after TDP has formed the government, TDP, Janasena and BJP formed the government, TDP leader Ganta Srinivas Rao is also Bhimili MLA, along with Janasena in charge, Sandeep, and also BJP leader, along with their followers. They visited, on Sunday, they visited this palace. And also, even media was seen accompanying them. And at that place, in this palace, they have initially showed how the furniture has been brought and how this palace has been built, and also how huge money was spent on even commode for BJP and the TDP leaders alleged that 3.5 lakhs has been spent on commode and 36 lakhs has been spent on bathtub, and huge money spent on furniture, and also even marbles, huge money has been spent. So they have alleged that even Jagan Reddy should have been thought at least that whether building a palace for a chief minister with 550 crores, whether this is ethically correct, or is this even right to build a palace for a chief minister with 500 crores, is what the allegations have been leveled up by the TDP.
I just want to underline for our viewers wondering where this is. The lavish palace on the hill overlooks a beach. So if the opulence inside is not enough, the grandeur hasn't shocked you, the location will. This is overlooking a hill meant for the chief minister, but he didn't win the polls. So this is the charge by the TDP. Meghna Data, our national editor, is also joining us to put the pictures in context. Yes, Meghna.
Well, these are, of course, charges and allegations which have been made by the TDP. We'll have to wait and see what comes out of it. What next? But so far, there has been a fierce war of words, Pranesh, over this palace. This is the Telugu Desam Party's official page. Remember, when he was asked about it, Jagan and his aides had said that this entire palace was made for chief ministers, but also will be hosting some of the biggest dignitaries like the Prime Minister, which is why we want to spend good amount of money so that this kind of a lavish house is going to build to host people such as the Prime Minister, perhaps even the President, to which the TDP has now tweeted, you say it is for the President, it is for the Prime Minister, for other dignitaries. Why did you put a spa in the bathroom then? They go on to tweet pictures of these bathrooms. Remember, as we were just discussing, and Shomit was telling us, Pranesh, that it is being alleged that the bathtub alone had cost 36 lakh rupees. We are waiting for those details, of course, to see if it is verified. But this is the allegation which is coming in from the TDP, to which YSRCP has also tweeted their response. In fact, it goes on to say, I'm going to translate this post. It says that we've been seeing attempts to change the people of the state ever since the takeover had happened by the TDP. It does not make sense to stop looking at how we use it in the governor, the president and other dignitaries come to this place in the coming days, and we'll still portray it as YS Jagan Mohan Reddy's house. This is something that the former minister had said. They have tweeted this out. This is by the YSRCP. Another tweet which is coming in from the Telugu Desam is another one of these where they have talked about the splurge, saying that there is a doctor who has been greatly inconvenienced. We are going to get you that greatly inconvenienced by the way that the entire road was blocked in front of the so-called palatial the home which was being built by him. In fact, it goes on to say that a lot of people, listen in to one of the doctors who lives next to the Tedapalli Palace, how much trouble Jagan caused to all the people who were living next door to his house by occupying the road which was built with the money which belonged to the people. And he's tweeted out this video saying that Jagan Mohan Reddy closed that entire road. Remember, something that Shomit has also mentioned, Jagan Mohan Reddy wanted this capital to be shifted out.
Yes, Meghna, thanks for taking us through the various versions there. Let's quickly bring in Mr. Pattabi Ram Komareddy, national spokesperson of the TDP. Shyama Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress, also with us. Gentlemen, good evening. Mr. Komareddy, the YSRCP has denied the charge that you've made, that 500 crores of taxpayers' money wasted on this palatial house for Jagan.
See, there is no question of denying charges when you have the entire visuals in front of the entire world. Then, see, I mean, people of Andhra Pradesh have seen with their own eyes how Jagan Reddy had spent around 500 crores of public money on his own luxuries. See, these kind of visuals, I think we have seen last time when Saddam Hussein was overthrown in Iraq and all his palaces were occupied. These kind of visuals we've seen in Saddam's palace, and we have also seen these kind of visuals in Gaddafi's palace in Libya. I think after Gaddafi and Saddam's palaces, we are now seeing Jagan Reddy's palaces. After he was dethroned, I mean, after he was literally thrown out of the chief minister's chair, and after the gates were opened of his Rishikonda palace, people were shocked. Just like our friend was just mentioning, what is the need for a spa? What is the need for a massage table? I mean, these kind of things are literally shocking. Spending 40 lakh rupees on a bathtub, most ultra-luxurious furniture, presidential suites. So when at a time when the state government is reeling under huge debts, there is around 12 lakh crore debt on the government of Andhra Pradesh. When you are under such huge debt, how can you spend 500 crore on your palace? You could have spent that money on polo.
Mr. Komareddy, of the many charges that the TDP has made against YSRCP, one is that the state government led by Jagan misled the courts. Initially, the state government called it a star hotel, then called it CM camp office, and later a tourism project. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. They have all the while tried to mislead the courts. There are no proper environmental clearances. There is no proper clear. The issue is sub judice under the court's purview, but even then they've given all these kinds of false statements. They first said it is a resort, then they said no, it is going to be some kind of a small camp office, so it is going to be a star hotel. So all the while they try to camouflage the whole thing and build such ultra luxurious palace for Jagan Reddy's own use. So yesterday my leader Mr. Naidu went to Polavaram project. Jagan Reddy's government didn't spend a single rupee in the past 5 years. The Polavaram project is completely stalled. On the other hand, you build a palace with 500 crores. And one more example I would like to give you. A poor man's house in Andhra Pradesh that was built by Jagan Reddy is smaller than his toilet. Yesterday when we saw the huge toilet in his palace, it is much bigger than the house which is building for a poor family. So the poor people in Andhra Pradesh were literally shocked to see such a huge toilet which is much bigger than their own house. So that is the kind of luxuries he had gone in for. And the architect, you'll also be surprised to know that the lady who was hired to build all these, to do all these interiors is a close relative, Supriya Reddy, is wife of Dev Reddy, Srinath Reddy, who was an IT advisor to Jagan Reddy. So he brought in his own family member to do this ultra luxurious project, to do these kind of luxurious interiors and give that money to his own family member.
Mr. Kumar Reddy, the TDP has also said that the construction costs were kept highly confidential, they were inflated and contracts were awarded to supporters of Jagan's YSRCP.
Yeah, contracts were awarded to his own family, that's what I'm saying. Who is Supriya Reddy? The lady who had done the interiors of this Rushikonda Palace. She is the wife of Dev Reddy, Srinath Reddy, a close relative of Jagan Reddy, and also his IT advisor. So crores of rupees were given to his own family member companies who had done the interiors of this Rishikonda Palace. The same lady had done the interiors of the Bangalore Palace of Jagan Reddy. So it is contracts were given to his own family members. They have enjoyed hundreds of crores of rupees and they have wasted public money on these kind of luxuries which were not at all required. In a situation where the government, the state of Andhra Pradesh was reeling under huge debts. On one hand, you destroy the capital city of Amravati. You could have spent that money in building some kind of a project which is useful for public in the capital city of Amravati. You could have spent that money on Polavaram project. But instead of doing all those kinds of things, you spend money on all these kinds of luxuries. So Jagan Reddy is answerable to this. He should respond to this, and TDP, I'm saying the NDA government will launch an inquiry into this, and all people who are behind this, including Jagan Reddy,
now, Mr. Kumar Reddy,
will have to face consequences.
People are also interested in knowing. Now, while a probe will obviously ascertain what went wrong, the discrepancies, what have you, alleged corruption, all that. What will the TDP government do with this palace?
See, the first thing is this palace which was built without any proper environmental clearances and also all those things have to be resolved. Before we take a decision on utilizing this property or putting this property into some kind of public use, we should get proper environmental clearance. We should get clearances from the court because this issue is still pending in the court. So after we get all those clearances, then the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Naidu, will decide on how to put this property to the into public use, to make better use of it, to generate some revenue out of it. So all those decisions will be taken after the legal issues are clear.
Mr. Meka, you've been listening intently. I'm sure you're as shocked as I am at this splurge.
Yeah, Pranesh, it's an unnecessary luxury that is being in a society with so many disparities. I don't know what the politicians think, but I have seen SRCP's clarification that it is meant to be a hotel and all that. Okay, fine. If it is the case, the process should have been more transparent. People should have known that, hey, such and such palace is being built. Okay, now, the way both the regional parties are fighting it out is it's constantly engaging in perception battle, trying to build a perception against each other and doing destruction, just like Jagan Reddy destroyed that Prajavedika when he took power. I think sense should prevail. Finally, we need to make whatever public money has gone into it is gone. We need to find better ways to utilize this and try to hold the people accountable who did this splurge. If there are any violations of decisions or permissions,
Mr.
they should be held accountable.
While I'm glad that you're saying that. I'm sure Mr. Komar Reddy would ask you that why is the Congress party then in alliance with Mr. Kejriwal, who's built a Sheesh Mahal that looks no less opulent?
Okay. So how is that related?
It is also, sir, it is also a waste of taxpayers' money. Fraud in the name of Aam Aadmi.
I will tell you. Till the other day, even TDP was accusing that BJP is in cohorts with Jagan Reddy. Now BJP is going to come and answer for what his ally did. See, these are all, let us not unnecessarily politicize issues. There is public money involved. There is decency involved. Let's handle that. There is no point in trying to score political pot shots on
No, this is not about political pot shots. It's about the people ultimately. I'm sure all of us agree that public interest comes first. Everything else is secondary.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. People should be held accountable.
Mr. Komar Reddy is coming in. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to make one thing clear here. See, we would not take such hasty decisions like demolishing of Prajavedika, which Jagan Reddy had done before. We will definitely put this structures which were built on Rushikonda to proper public use. We will not take such, Tughlaq decisions of, demolishing it or things like that. As I've clearly stated, after all the legal issues and environmental clearances, everything is obtained properly legally, then we will definitely put it into some kind of a public use which generates revenue for the state, not for anyone's personal use.
Right. Let's see how this story develops. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. The 500 crore splurge is the charge by the TDP, a charge that the YSRCP has denied. Political fireworks, they're going off immediately on the pictures that you're seeing of this palace built on a hilltop overlooking the beaches. Soumya, thanks for your inputs. Taking a quick break. Viewers, stay with Times Now.
In association with Sastra Deemed University, Tanjavur, Kumbakonam, Chennai.
Journalism is a mission, not just to seek accountability or a fight for justice, but for honesty and integrity. Voicing citizens' concerns and using the truth to demand answers, ensuring that you come first on agenda. Watch News on Agenda with me, Malubhasu Balakrishnan, weeknights at 10 o'clock only on Times Now.
Presented by Bennett University, preparing India to move with the times.
PhonePe proudly presents Share.Market. Open a Demat account by 30th June and get zero brokerage till 31st December on FNO and intraday. Equity delivery, web baskets, and zero account opening fees. Download Share.Market and start investing. Investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Curiosity can take you to some out of the world places. Took me to the moon today. Curious about this place? Scan this QR code before I take it off with my Seat tires.
Seat, crafted for the curious. Scratch-proof Bunty by Scratch-proof Tiles. Igneous SUT by RAK Ceramics.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation, so I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne, so now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
Somewhere, a new road has enabled science to reach a remote village, so that Pune can think of reaching the moon one day. At Ultratech, India's #1 cement, we believe as India builds, India grows.
Join us at D-Arc Build 2024, India's leading design, architecture, building and construction material exhibition. Mark your calendars for these dates and venues in your city. Get in touch with us to know more.
कार इंश्योरेंस रिन्यू कराना था। अरे हाँ, मिश्रा जी को फोन करो ना।
आजकल कोई ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट टीवी लेता है क्या?
नहीं।
मनी ऑर्डर भेजता है क्या?
ये सब तो पुरानी आदतें हैं।
और एको चेक किए बिना कार इंश्योरेंस रिन्यू कराना?
नहीं अगर डाल लो। कार इंश्योरेंस हो लेना तो एको चेक कर लेना।
Inputs coming in. Top sources have told Times Now that Jagan's advisor's relative designed the residence. Somit now joining us for more on this. Yes, Somit.
Well, yes, because we have just now heard the clear allegations made by the TDP and also even BJP and Janasena even they spoke to us, and now we have got the exclusive inputs where in which it has confirmed it has came from the confirmed inputs, Pranay, and Supriya Reddy, who is the wife of Srinath Reddy, has designed this entire palace, and also she is the one who also designed the infrastructure inside the palace. And Srinath Reddy was the then IT advisor for the during the Jagan Mohan's government. So even contract has been given to the known persons, is what the allegation is also now being made by the ruling government. And it's clearly they're saying that this is not morally or ethically right. And crores of money, public money, has been spent, and luxurious palace was made only to ensure that Jagan, after Jagan shifts from Tadepalli to Vizag, he can stay there. And even TDP is saying that they have made to even the contractors were made to purchase these furniture, infrastructure or furniture or commode or bathtub, entire these whatever was purchased was made to purchase with very high cost, and even 550 crores were spent, is what the allegation is coming in from the ruling government to TDP and even Janasena and BJP leaders tonight.
Okay, Swami, thanks for that quick update. We're taking a short break. Lots more lined up on Times Now. Deepthi Sachdeva joins you on the other side.